Hey, my name is Brian. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining us. We're going to continue working on the end tables today. It's bananas how long this has taken us. It's taken a long time. It's bananas. Even the foreman's giving me the snub, cold shoulder. The garage is a mess. We're using all the tools. Got to speed up production. We're getting there. This is what it's looking like. If I can do it, you can do it. Stick around. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So to the left are the boxes that my wife continues to donate to my cause, and I think I'm grateful for that. But all boxes go into the garage at our household, and it is my job to recycle. However, I get the whole garage. Look at that. Look at that. This is my little hockey puck of epoxy that I just keep around to hit with a screw now and again. So I'm just picking stuff up at this point, and gonna pull out the tabletops for the end tables. So these are roughly sanded. Yeah. So I'm trying to get the dimensions here. When I cut these, I cut the bevels on the table saw. Left this little ridge around the edge, and thought that looks kind of nice, so I just kept it. So, custom woodworking 101. If it looks okay, just keep it. So that's what I did. So I measured both the tables. It's about a 17¼ It's about 1/8 of an inch the other direction. So it's undistinguishably square. But the good thing is both tabletops are identical, and what's more important is that's identical to the width of that ridge, so it should just saddle right in there. If tabletops were saddles, that's what's happening right now. So there you go. I like it. I like it a lot. Looks pretty good. Who knows, I might round over that edge there. So I'm going to put some braces in between the two legs on the base, which will allow me to screw the legs to the tabletop. If that makes sense, I'm glad. So the width of each leg is 1.625, which is 1 5/8, and so I got to take that out of the other dimension with this extraordinary math problem. So I came up with 13.9375, which is a standard measurement at some point. 13 15/16. So the inside braces, both on the base as well as the in between the legs, will be the same. Now, I had to come up with an idea or a way to level out the top of these legs. The bottom of the legs I'll do at a different point, but what I came up with was that the tracks there, I would just line it up with that, would be flush. So I also realized it'd be easier to do it from this side. So I move it over like so. So what I think is interesting is with all the angles on this, I thought this is going to be hard to solve, but after a little thought, I realized I'll just get this right there, it's very flush with that track. Then I'll slide this in slowly, steady it, and then that will set the angle for me. So you don't even have to know math. Thank God. So, there you have it. Thought I'd check my table saw blade, make sure it's flat. Because if it's not flat, then it won't be flat. Does that make sense? So there we go. I'm just going to shave it. That's it. Because like I said, I think when I'm all done, the bottoms of the legs will level out accordingly somehow, which I'll figure out when I get there. But for now, let's just get this flat. So we got 4 of these. I'm also wanting to keep the legs together so that they match. I thought it might be better just to clamp it to this thing. Those little guides are almost always worthless, but it seemed to work in this situation. So there you have it. I got my Honda signs. Look at, looks like a Honda sign. And that was just showing the gap. It was pretty uniform there, so it's good to see. I'm just gonna assume everything's gonna be okay. That's kind of what you do. So I think the width of those braces are gonna be 3 inches and some change. Can't remember off the top of my head. But, and the width is gonna be 13 and 15/16. So I just made this 30 inches, and then I'll cut that in half for the 3 inches. So there we have it. Now, I forgot what I was doing. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to cut these in half. But I forgot to film it. So there you go. It's an Instagram. So I thought that I'd plan these off, and look at that. I'm sticking it. There's a sticker right there. Wrong way. Watch out. I got it figured out. Now obviously where that dust is coming out, I could put a vacuum to it, but just too lazy. Didn't want to, so I didn't. So now I'm going to get the width shaved down, so I'm putting them together, which is going to help them be uniform. So that's where I'm trying to get to. And this is where I'm coming from. So we'll just go some more. And some more. And a little more. All right. Looks like we arrived at our destination. That should match this. And it does. It's good enough. Good enough. There's my byproduct, so to speak. I think I should start making pillows out of all this sawdust. So I'm going to see if this is level. So that I can put these on here and then put a level across there to see if we're at least in the ballpark. And it would appear we are. So everybody loves ballparks. Everybody wants to be in the ballpark. So I'll bring this little skill saw out. So I'm going to cut the length, I guess it is, of these things at 13.13/15 is the goal. So I'm just going to square these up on the end real quick. Use that as my starting point. Doodaloo. So I'm just going to use the ones I just cut for the other two. And honestly, I think it's best to use what you have as the measurement tool rather than keep remeasuring, because you can introduce errors that way, in my opinion. So let's get these cut. There we go. So we got 4 square rectangle thingamajiggies. Little hoop. Aw. There we go. Poof. It's like magic. So here's my Honda signs. Looking pretty good. Now, these fit, and I'm contemplating, should I cut some angles on them so they really blend in? I kind of want a sleek look. And I'm not exactly liking this. It's looking a little thick. And so I'm just really trying to line it up, see what it's gonna look like once I glue it up. And so then I start going into deep contemplation. I start daydreaming a little bit. Okay, that helped me think a little bit. I thought I might just bevel these, maybe. Was my first thought. Just kind of seeing what that might look like. this is kind of how it's going to end up. I'm going to have 2 on each side like that. So that should give it a lot of strength. But I'm realizing I don't want it this thick. And I don't want it to look like this. So, what to do, and what I decided to do, is I think I'm just going to cut these in half, and actually it will save me some time because I won't have to cut the other braces. So I'll have 8 and I'll have everything I need. So just kind of contemplating how thick that will be. It's going to come out to about 3/4 inch width, and I think that's just going to be fine. That was the foreman popped in for a second there. Anyways, so that's what we're looking at, and I'm slowly doing math. So 0.69 inches. It's pretty specific, right? 69. So I think it's destiny. That's what I think. So these calipers are great because, like I said, you can get it exactly where you want it. Now this is all the way up. The blade's all the way up. And it's a little sketchy, as you'll see here. Whoa, seriously. That was seriously sketchy. So I just went really fast. Really fast. Go fast, go fast. So you don't die. I was kind of leaning sideways. It was kind of funny. It's like pushing it through as I lean to the left there.
Sketchy.
Yep, that was sketchy for sure. So, but they were extremely well cut, if I might say so. I thought I might just plane them a little bit to get the saw marks off. So, let's just do that real quick. All right, here we have it. Now, listen to this. Makes a certain sound when they're really flush. Now here's getting to the look we're looking for. That's going to be very streamlined. That's going to probably put in the middle there. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, and good night. So I do think I am going to call it here. I'm going to glue these up, and we'll join you in the next time. So on the outro, we're just going to go to my dog, who's ignoring me today. She just keeps blowing me off. She won't even look me in the eye. She's also known as the foreman, and she wants to see more production out of me, I guess. For a second, she looked at me. Anyways, this dog is so loving.
Nisha.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. Please subscribe, like, and all those things. Thanks again.